Why women call fit older men intimidating and what they are truly saying when they use that word. You might think she's praising your gym progress when she calls you intimidating. But that's not what's really happening. When a woman looks at an older man who seems like he could outlift her current partner and outsmart her ex without even trying, her brain goes through a specific emotional short circuit. The word intimidating becomes a shield, a defense line built around something she was taught should not exist. A man over 40 or 50 who didn't collapse or fade away. A man who refused to let himself decline. Society fed them the belief that men peak at 25, lose their drive, soften into dad bods, and slowly shrink into defeated posture. So, when you show up at 48 or 52 with carved shoulders, strong discipline, and a sense of mastery over life, you become a glitch in the system. What's intimidating isn't your gym performance. It's the realization that maybe they've been dating in the wrong age category all along. The intimidation is a hidden internal conflict disguised as a compliment. And the more you've invested in yourself, the louder that conflict echoes inside her. Welcome to the conversation, the place where we remove the filler and go straight into truths and strategies that actually matter. This is where we share relatable ideas about dating, confidence, mindset, and personal style. Today, we're breaking apart something you've heard before, but probably never understood deeply. Has a woman ever told you that you're intimidating? Let's uncover what is happening underneath that moment and why it has nothing to do with what you think. Let's go into why women really say intimidating when they meet a fit, older man. Buckle in. This is going to be a ride worth taking. When a woman says intimidating, she's often using it as code for out of my league or too disciplined for me. Most men assume that when a woman calls them intimidating, it's about their muscles, height, or the seriousness of their presence. Many even think it's a compliment or acknowledgement of hard work. But here's the twist. Women aren't only noticing your workout habits. They're witnessing something deeper. When she calls you intimidating, what she's actually expressing is that you seem above her level. It's not just your strength or your fitness. It's the discipline behind it. Women don't simply find strong, healthy, successful men attractive. They see these men as a living reminder of the potential they haven't fully committed to themselves. When she says intimidating, her mind is wrestling with the idea that she might be able to achieve something similar if she dedicated herself with the same intensity. But she doesn't know if she's ready to put in that level of work. It's like she's standing at the door to a higher version of herself, but isn't sure if she wants to step through it. So instead of admitting that, she uses the word intimidating. Consider someone like a well-known actor known for his longevity and discipline. Fit, calm, refined, consistent, even in his later years. His discipline in training, craft, and personal growth is rare. People, especially women, feel intimidated by him, not because of his profession, but because he has stayed balanced and focused for so many years. Think of someone who barely manages to stay consistent with the gym twice a week. And imagine how that comparison feels. Stay with me. We're only getting started and we're about to go deeper into this internal conflict women rarely put into words. Let's go further. Fit older men expose younger men's laziness, and women instantly notice this contrast. Think of a typical young guy in his 20s who spends hours on his phone, eats carelessly, sleeps late, and doesn't take his health seriously. He has youth on his side, but almost no discipline. Many younger men rely on the excuse that they're young enough to get away with poor habits. They skip workouts, drink too much, eat whatever they want, and slowly let themselves slide. But when they come across an older man who is lean, defined, and clearly committed to fitness, they suddenly feel a sting of discomfort. And guess what? Women feel that same contrast even more strongly. If you're older and in shape, you're showing the world what commitment looks like. You're showing what many young men could be but aren't. You become a mirror that exposes their lack of drive. You're not competing with younger guys. You're revealing the opposite type of lifestyle, the lifestyle they secretly wish they had the discipline to choose. Women notice this difference immediately. She's not just comparing you to the young man she might be dating. She's comparing you to the type of man she could have attracted if she valued discipline, physical, emotional, and mental earlier. Look at someone like a famous athlete known for his enduring physique and style. Even past 50, he stays active, stays sharp, stays committed. Compare him to many younger individuals today who don't take care of themselves. His presence alone says, this is what you can achieve with long-term consistency. Imagine how that contrast feels to a woman. It's not just about muscles. It's about lifestyle, maturity, direction, and self-respect. You represent not only what she could have chosen in a partner, but also what she could have chosen for herself. And that creates a powerful emotional impact. Stay with me. There's more. Now, let's talk about something most men don't even realize. An age-defying body creates cognitive dissonance in women. Many men over 40 start believing they're no longer in their prime. They assume their best years are gone. Society tells them at every corner, from TV commercials to social media to unhealthy stereotypes, that aging equals decline. Many men accept this, surrendering their bodies and health to the idea that weakness and deterioration are normal. But when a woman sees a man in his 40s or 50s or even 60s who still looks incredible, her brain experiences cognitive dissonance. That means her mind must juggle two conflicting beliefs at the same time. On one side, she has been taught that men lose their edge with age. On the other side, you are proving with your discipline, your strength, your energy, and your posture that the stereotype is false. Your existence forces her to rethink everything she assumed about aging, fitness, masculinity, and attraction. Think of a veteran action star. In his 70s, he still trains like a machine. His presence alone challenges the ideas society has printed into our minds about aging. He's not only fighting the clock, he's challenging the belief system itself. When a woman sees an older man who has taken care of himself, she's forced to wonder if she has been following the wrong script all along. Stay with me. There's something even deeper coming next. Let's explore the next layer, the one many never notice. A fit older man proves he can commit long-term in fitness, career, and life. This is where many men fail. They begin things with enthusiasm and then lose interest. They start the gym in January and quit by March. They jump from job to job or hobby to hobby without ever mastering anything. They start relationships they can't maintain. Women see this lack of consistency and it becomes a red flag because commitment, real long-term commitment, is deeply attractive. It signals responsibility, reliability, stability, and emotional maturity. When women look at a fit older man, they see someone who has proven he can stick to his goals for years, even decades, physically, mentally, and professionally. That level of commitment builds trust on a fundamental level. It's not simply about the body you've built. It's the message behind it. I follow through. I show up. I do what I say. I don't quit. Think of someone with a highly publicized personal transformation. His journey from chaos and challenges to discipline, stability, success, and physical health shows what long-term commitment looks like. He proved that consistency isn't only about working out. It's about becoming stronger in every area of life. Women see this and feel something powerful. They see a man who can be trusted, a man who stays, a man who doesn't run when life gets difficult, and that is magnetic. Now, let's touch the real heart of this conversation. When women say intimidating, it's actually attraction blended with a fear of rejection. This is the truth most men never realize. It's not that you're too much. It's that you make her feel something she doesn't know how to express. She likes what she sees, maybe more than she expected. But she's also scared. Scared that she won't be enough. Scared that she won't keep up. Scared that she might get rejected by someone who has built a life she hasn't matched yet. It isn't just your strength or success that intimidates her. It's what your success makes her feel about herself. When she feels intimidated, she feels vulnerable. She wonders whether she's attractive enough, disciplined enough, or good enough for the life you've created. That fear creates a mix of excitement and anxiety, an emotional cocktail that many women describe simply as intimidating. Think of a famous figure known for his incredible physique and work ethic. Many people, especially women, feel intimidated by him, not only because he's physically imposing, but because of his discipline and constant drive in every area of life. Women admire that, but they also wonder if they could live up to it. That fear becomes part of the attraction. It creates a magnetic push and pull. The very thing they fear is the thing that draws them in closer. Now you're beginning to see why intimidating is not about your looks. It is about the entire package you represent. Let's revisit everything clearly. When a woman calls you intimidating, she's really telling you that your discipline puts you slightly out of her reach. Fit older men highlight how inconsistent many younger men are. And women see that contrast immediately. Your age-defying physique challenges everything they thought they knew about aging. Your lifelong commitment proves reliability and strength. And the intimidation is really attraction mixed with the fear that they may not measure up. So the next time you hear intimidating, understand what it truly means. You've triggered something much deeper inside her than ordinary attraction. Thanks for staying with us all the way through. If this gave you insight, leave a simple comment like insightful, so we know you watched the whole thing. Remember, the more you invest in personal growth, the less you'll ever need to chase attention. It will come to you naturally because genuine confidence never begs. It radiates. Your support helps us grow and bring you more content like this. Check out the suggested material on your screen now. We'll see you soon. And until next time, keep evolving into your strongest, sharpest, most refined self. Thank you for watching. And before we wrap this up completely, let me leave you with something deeper. Something that stays with you long after the video ends. Most men never stop to think about the message their life sends when they choose discipline over comfort. Every rep you do, every clean meal you eat, every night you choose rest instead of pointless distractions, you're doing more than shaping your body. You're shaping the energy people feel from you the moment you walk into a room. You might not notice it, but everyone else does. Your presence becomes heavier, more meaningful, more grounded. People sense you're not drifting through life. You have direction, purpose, and standards. That alone changes the way women perceive you. Because a man with standards naturally raises the standards of people around him. A man who respects himself quietly demands respect without ever asking. And a man who has built himself slowly, consistently, patiently, walks with a type of calm power that no young guy can fake with trendy fashion or loud behavior. When you've lived long enough to see mistakes, learn lessons, face failures, rebuild yourself, and rise again, you carry a type of wisdom and confidence that can't be taught in any course. It's earned. Women feel that. Younger men feel that. Even older men feel that energy and sometimes don't know how to handle it. People call you intimidating because they don't have the language to describe what they're sensing. They feel your stability. They feel your direction. They feel the time you've invested in becoming the man you are. And instead of saying, "You inspire me" or "You make me want to grow," they say intimidating. It's the easiest word, but it's never the real meaning. And the funny thing is, the more you keep investing in yourself, the less you react to these labels at all because you know what's behind the word. You know the truth. You understand that people fear what they're not prepared to rise to. And as you continue to grow into the next level of your life, you'll find something interesting. Those same people who once said intimidating will come back later and say motivational. The word changes when their mindset changes. But here is the beautiful part. You don't grow for them. You don't build yourself for their approval. You do it because it's the life you choose. You do it because you refuse to live in decline. You do it because becoming strong, disciplined and confident is the most authentic form of self-respect.